Hello again. I'm Dr. Joseph Howell, and I'm speaking to you about the Enneagram. The Enneagram, as you know, has many things to say about human nature and about divine nature. These are the two natures that must create a third in order to have a satisfactory movement in the world. We've spoken about the various traps that the ego has, and we've spoken about the various avoidances that each of the 9 egos have. Today, I would like to go over the passions of each ego, which are another way that the ego creates its own agony. The passion of type 1 is anger. Anger at the wrongs that are all around them, seemingly. Anger at all of the shortcomings that others have, and also that they have as well. There is an anger about the disorder of the world in general. This anger mounts and filters through their lives, coming out in ways that bring agony, suffering, to themselves and others when taken to the extreme. Type 2 has the passion of pride in their giving and in their service. 2s many times step up onto an altar to be worshipped by those to whom they administer their services and who depend on them. The 2 usually creates these dependencies unconsciously on their own. However, the 2 does feed these dependencies with their own self-pride in how wonderful and how giving they are. This presents problems eventually for that type of personality. The 3, who says to the world, "I am successful," is very, very given to the passion of vanity, which is a preoccupation with one's self-image and one's way of that they are perceived in this world. That preoccupation leads them into ways that diffuse their image and that create perceptions that aren't quite accurate of who they are, which brings them more and more into the area of deceit, which actually comes back to defeat them. Type 4's passion is envy, which is a natural type of passion for anyone who is aware of the accomplishments of themselves and other people, and who is outstanding and who is not outstanding. Remember, the 4 wants to be different from other people. And in that difference, they tend to look at others and compare themselves and can become very envious to the point of being very, very disgruntled and sad. Type 5 has the passion of greed. And this isn't greed necessarily for money. It is the avarice or extreme need and want to hoard knowledge and all other types of information. They are very given to wanting to bring to themselves as much as possible so that they don't perceive themselves as losing anything, but continuing to gain and gain and gain. Type 6 has the passion of cowardice. That passion is built of fear, and the fear is in being discounted or alienated or annihilated, as it were. This causes that personality to actually cower in the face of what they believe could be power or authority over them. Type 7 has the passion of gluttony, which means that they are consumers consumers of as much and as many as possible. They are given to wanting to take in, not in the greed type of format, but in the experience and pleasure aspect of consuming whatever they find to be better, more, or to be satisfying. Type 8 has the passion of lust. And this is lust not only for their physical pleasures and their wants, but lust for power, lust for control, lust to be the king or queen of their domain. And type 9 is ruled by the passion, or can be ruled by the passion of sloth or laziness. And this is actually a going to sleep on life, going to sleep on concerns, going to sleep and narcotizing themselves with unconsciousness to concerns and issues that are of import and that have to be attended to. Thank you for letting me be with you today to discuss the passions of the Enneagram and the passions of each of the 9 energies of this amazing spiritual tool. I look forward to being with you again to further explore these wonderful dynamics. Thank you.